What's up, guys? It's your favorite man, the wolf, the bad werewolf, if you will. All right. Where is the Batman? All right. So this particular video is going to be about the UCC1. One. All right. So a lot of people have been asking me about the UCC. We've done at least 13 videos on this. So this will be my last UCC1. And we're going to go step by step and line by line on how to do it. It's not very complicated, but some people keep messaging me for it. Now, if you're watching this video, we have since relinquished our UCC1 files for free on blacksite32.com. Go to the docs, free docs page and look at all the beauties we've put in there for you guys. You can send in some donations or support by clicking the join button and getting the behind the scenes content. Okay, that's located on YouTube channel. Click the blue and white join button and then select any package that you can afford monthly. All right, so if you want the inside content intel in the private, then hit it up, buttercup. All right, so back to your regularly scheduled program. So the UCC is the Uniform Commercial Code. There is a huge book dedicated to all of the commercial codes and transactions. So when a bank or negotiable instruments, promissory notes, you want to know how to do them, get their book. This is what makes them legal tender. Okay, currency in the inside of the United States. Documents of title, investment, security, secured transactions, everything you want to know about everything that is banking and sales, what they have to abide by is right here. All right, so now we're going to share a screen and go to the UCC 1. As soon as I can find where it is, I don't have it pulled up. All right, so bear with me one moment. So let's get going. All right. So if you can see on the screen, this is your standard UCC financing statement. Now, it doesn't say, it doesn't have the 1 on there, but it is a UCC1, okay? Every state should have this same form, but they are entitled to have a variant of this. This is one of the reasons why I tell people, like, you know, you might have to add a little swaggle in there because not every one of them are going to be the same. So this first part right here is optional, but they want a name and a phone number of the contact, and it should say of the filer. So whoever's filing, if you're filing on behalf of an organization, an association, or whatever else, goes there. Then the email. If you want an acknowledgement sent somewhere, you put that address here. Okay, either with or without the zip code for reasons then explained. So, in other words, with the zip code if you are a public entity, without if you're private. The debtor's name. Now, in this particular scenario, we are dealing with a UCC1 against one's straw man, your own trust. Right now, nobody has an official lien against your trust, nor your property or assets. If they do, then that lien that's already in place now, doesn't matter if they're threatening to put a lien. If there isn't a lien, then there isn't a lien. That's just it. It might be in the contract. Oh, well, we've got first lien position. You have first lien position if you have a first lien in there. First in line is first in time. That's just how it works. Okay. We've got a contract and it says that we should. Yeah, but you've never placed a lien. If you've never placed one, then there isn't one. You can't magically step in front. Should have placed the lien in the first place. Then you would have it. But there's some backdoor things on that, but you get what I'm saying. All right. So the debtor, look how they have the word debtor in all caps because they want your legal name of that debtor. The debtor is the legal fiction. Okay. Provide only one debtor name in 1A or 1B. Use exact full name. Do not omit, modify, or abbreviate any part of the debtor's name. Because in order for this to be legitimate and legal, which means inside the corporation, it has to have the exact, listen to what I'm saying, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, the exact name. So the exact name on your birth certificate. Okay, so we'll just say in 1A, I would put James C. Lovett. Okay, or James Cash Money Lovett. Or down here in 1B, individual surname, Lovett. First name, James. Additional names, initial C or Cash. Mailing address of the debtor. The debtor is located in their jurisdiction. So here's where you're going to put your address or wherever your birth certificate is kept. This could also, so either it's going to be your house or some people on the up and up in the know. This could also be the address, which is where the entity was registered first. And then the country, US. Your zip code does go in here. 2-digit abbreviation does go in here. Now, 2, the debtor's name. This is the second part. Okay, this is only if there's a second debtor. Otherwise, you fill out one of these, either the top section or the bottom section. Most of you guys won't need the second section, so we're going to the third part. The secured party. Also, once again, they've got it in all caps because they want you to claim that you are in their jurisdiction. So the organizational name. So here, for me, because the debtor cannot be the same as the secured party. They're telling you this. They're not being dicks. They're legally telling you, if you're a debtor, you can't be the creditor. If you're the creditor, you can't be the debtor. So these cannot be the same names. Dun, 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 dun. So here's where you're going to want to use, you can create your own organization, something tax exempt or something taxable, whatever you want. You can put the name here, your 98 number name, your whatever, individual surname, first name, middle name. So for me, either under organizational name or surname, I would put James Charles of the Lovett Nation. So if I use the individual name for the surname, I would put of the Lovett Nation. Lovett family, the family of Lovett. First name, James Charles or James Cash. Any additional names? Well, put, whatever you want. Initial, if that's how you're rocking it. Suffix, if you have one. Mailing address. For me, my property is named, so I will put a name here. Then the numbering of that location. City, and then I would use a 3-digit abbreviation for the state because I'm in the republic. All zeros for the zip code because I'm not on the federal jurisdiction. And country, USA. USA, USA, USA. Now, number 4, collateral. Here's where you're going to want to put down an itemized list of everything you are putting into this particular statement. So, your house, your car, your kids, your bank accounts. If you use anything with numbers, do not put all the numbers. X out 4 or 5 of the last parts of the number. If you're going to put your DNA, your likeness, your fingerprints, your signature, whatever you're going to put in there, itemize it and put how much it's worth if you are violated per instance until satisfied and paid. Now, I put that it should be paid in gold because I'm in the de jure. Private citizen. That's my lawful money. You can put what you want. You can put both if you really want. That's up to you. If there's not enough room and you're doing it by paper, you can add on an additional paper. If you do it online, there's not enough room, which they have condensed that over the years and for most states, because they don't want you to do what we used to do, put 3 pages worth of stuff in there and then get your UCC1 done for all of that for like $5. If you can't fit it in there, they're going to tell you you need to do a UCC3. A UCC3 is an addendum. Dum, 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 dum. That means that this next one is going to attach to this new current one. So the new one attaches to the one you first did. That's all it means. You're adding on. It's an additional file. So now we go down to number 5. Check only if applicable and check only one box. Collateral is either held in a trust or it's being administered by a decedent's personal representative. Now, if you are looking at, we'll start with the first one. Is it held in a trust? Well, we know that the all capitalized name is a trust. So is it being held there? Yes. Or is it being administered by a decedent's personal representative? So depending on how you want to see yourself, you are the administrative person, the living you. And this is the decedent is the all caps, it's dead. And you are the persona, personal means mask, masked representative. So for me, I would check the second box, but depending on how you feel, you just want to say that it's being held in a trust and it's considered private because you've literally moved it from the public trust, then you might want to click the first one. But see, it says here, item C17 and instructions. So you have to read the instructions and interpret it if the first one is you, or if you want to go with the second one. Either way, it's going to go through, but you should know which position you're telling them that you are in because you said you are the secured party. I would go with B at this point in time in my life. I think when I did my first one, I went with the first option. I have greater understanding of my position now. So 6A, check only if applicable and check only one box. Is this a public finance transaction? Manufactured home. The debtor is a transmitting utility. Okay. Well, if you're using your UCC to finance an instrument, then this is probably a public finance transaction. If you are claiming this over your debtor and it's the strawman and everything that the strawman's owning, then you'd want to click the third option because the debtor is a public transmitting utility. 6B says check only if applicable and check only one box. So it says agricultural lien, which unless you're dealing with farms and whatever else, food and vegetables, or a non-UCC filing. What is a non-UCC filing? So you're essentially telling them that this is private. Okay, you can leave it blank if you're not sure, but remember, you're trying to say you want to make this transaction public so everybody can see it. If you were doing this, let's say between you and another private person, then you'd want to check off non-UCC. 7, alternative designation. Lessor, lessee, consignee, consignor, seller, buyer, bailor, bailee, licensee, licensor. And this one, you're going to go bailee, bailor. Okay. Number 8, optional filer reference data. That is, if you have an internal code within your own administrative corporation, trust, whatever, that you reference this information to, you can put it here. Otherwise, it's optional. That's it. That is how you do a standard UCC1. Now, some people will do parts of this and then do a statement and send it off to the Treasury with their notes. That is also an option you can do, but this is a basic UCC1, and this is all you need to have protection over your properties and anything that you have listed in the collateral section. And we're back. All right, so now you now know how to do a basic UCC1. If you want the written version, copy, paste, all that good stuff is now made free on blacksite32.com on the free docs page. This is why I never get anything done, because everybody's always messaging me. Okay. So this particular information comes to me from a Christopher Wayne. I know I'm pretty sure he doesn't care about his name out there. Plus, there's thousands of them out there, but he knows who he is. And he sent me some information on deprivation of rights under color of law, 241, 242, USC 18 or 18 USC, and government de facto, a government of fact, a government actually exercising power and control in the state as opposed to the true and lawful Constitution government, a government not established according to the Constitution of the state or lawfully entitled to recognition of supremacy, but was nevertheless supplanted for or displaced the government de jure, meaning the real, a government deemed unlawful or deemed wrongful or unjust, which nevertheless receives presently habitual obedience from the bulk of the community, which is what a majority of everybody out there operating under the 14th Amendment or the state's private constitution. There are several degrees of what is called de facto government, such as a government in its highest degree assumes a chart or character very closely resembling that of lawful government. This is when the usurping government expels the regular authorities from their customary seats and functions and establishes itself in their place. And then there's Lady Mary, who just messaged me. So shout out to Mary, shout out to Christopher, and everybody else who supports the Badwolf in the shadows made light. So that is it. That is how you do a UCC1. So I want to thank everybody for watching the channel. Thank you for subscribing. And we definitely have some more information coming this week or next, as promised. I know we're running a little bit behind, but this is my word. We will be doing the last video on the passport process. All the last information that we have come across and we've used that can be made public will be made public. Okay, so that is it. Check out blacksite32.com. You can also find me on YouTube on my secondary site, which is the Badwolf Media channel. Also on Rumble under James C. Lovett and Patreon, though I don't have any videos up there, but you can support me there with a monthly donation if you choose to. Otherwise, I highly suggest you just go to YouTube, click the join button on my main channels page, which is also due to shadow banning. You can find all of the 900 videos. Some people are like, oh, I've seen all your videos. Probably haven't. Not the 100. There's about 9 times more than that, right? Right. So click on at the bottom, if you scroll all the way down, to say view more videos, or the playlist that says full video list 900 plus. And that's how you get all of them. Then you can search within all those videos, scroll, or literally use the box and find more interesting content. That is it. Thank you one and all. Enjoy your day. Talk to you later. Wolf is out. 3, 2, 1, contact.